where to begin. Krell, Zira, Samuel, and Tolfen spent the weekend drinking themselves half to death in Emberwood, and from what they told us, Krell blew away the crowd at the Gilded Lily open mic night. Good for him. The more important thing is they made it in time for Tegrin's graduation from my corrupted cure course. He was a straight-A student and will make a fine apprentice. With our hangovers and lessons behind us, we turned our attention to plotting the next move, the goal, the infamous clock tower crawling with harpies. The Queen of Thieves herself wants it cleared, so she can claim it as a base of operations. A dangerous task, yes, but the reward is bound to be worth it. The others are also, shall we say, fixated on acquiring a shard from the chest of a fallen fire worshipper. Apparently, some devilish bargain was struck, and now they're eager to chase it down. Fortunately, the route to the clock tower takes us straight through Champion's Gate, currently held by the falling fire. So, with our course decided, we set out from Emberwood bound for Champion's Gate. The road was mercifully quiet, except for one rather memorable incident. Our dear Samuel, poor gnome, nearly got eaten alive by a table. Yes, a table with teeth, some ill luck there, but he survived, if only a little more nervous about furniture than he was before. The rest of our march to Champion's Gate was tolerable enough. When we finally arrived, though, we were met with an unexpected summons, and who else could it be but Lucretia Matthias herself, of all people, truly the last person we wished to see, considering our little plan to carve a shard out of one of her followers' chests. So there we were, face to face with the so-called prophetess of the falling fire. What followed was awkward, to say the least. Some strained pleasantries, a bit of small talk. The kind where everyone smiles and no one trusts a word being said. And as soon as it was politely possible, we made our excuses and left. A bit shaken from that last meeting, we kept on the move. We didn't have much time to think, however, before we ran into a horde of monsters. And then it began, a battle that will be the talk of legends. The battle was fierce, every claw and shriek testing our resolve. But in the end we prevailed, though the taste of victory was bitter on our tongues. Bruised and weary, we carried on, pushing toward our true destination. And then we saw it, the clock tower, rising from the ruins like some monument to another age. Its massive silhouette cut above the haze, cracked stone, shattered windows, magic gears long frozen to the time the meteor landed. Around its peak wheeled the harpies, scores of them, black shapes circling against the pale moonlight. It was magnificent, it was terrible, and it was exactly what we had come for. As the harpies wheeled overhead, Tegrin stepped forward, volunteering to scout the way. Silent as a shadow, he crept across the rubble-strewn ground, careful to keep out of sight from the creatures circling above. At last, he reached the lone door at the tower's base. His hand pressed against it, unlocked. Slowly, he eased it open and peered inside. Darkness, dust and silence. No creatures lurked within. With a quiet, confident gesture, he beckoned the rest of us forward. We all scurried quick as could be, with Samuel last in line. Sam somehow managed to stumble over an old armor stand, alerting all the harpies to our presence. We made it to the tower, but he was still in the yard. Somehow he had thought ahead and had tied a rope to Krulkerik in case this exact thing happened. Krulkerik yanked him to us, arrows falling all around him as he reeled them in. Once inside, we started loosing arrows and hurling spells at the harpies circling outside. For a moment, it felt like we might thin their numbers before they ever reached us. But the good news didn't last. Talfen's sharp eyes caught the truth before the rest of us realized it. Shadows moving above, wings rustling in the dark rafters. The harpies weren't only outside, they were inside the tower, right above our heads. And so here we are, harpies outside, harpies inside, and every one of us carrying wounds from the battle already. The tower is no sanctuary, only another cage of stone and shadow. There's no running now. The only choice left is to fight to the death and pray they die before we do.